Ashe Mellon, a 48-year-old dissident Republican from Derry, has emerged as a pivotal figure within the new IRA after the imprisonment of several key leaders. His rise to power has not been without controversy, as scrutiny increases regarding his effectiveness and the motivations behind his leadership in a complex landscape marked by ongoing violence and political tension. Mellon grew up steeped in the Republican ideology prevalent in Northern Ireland, deeply influenced by a familial legacy that intertwines with past paramilitary activities. His upbringing instilled a fierce sense of pride in the Republican cause, shaping his identity as a political activist and community leader. Following the arrests of high-ranking new IRA figures involved in a significant MI5 operation known as Operation Arbacia, which led to charges against 9 individuals for directing terrorism, Mellon stepped into a leadership role. His elevation came at a time when the organization faced existential threats, necessitating a figure to rally the remaining members. However, since taking charge, Mellon has confronted a multitude of challenges that have led to doubts about his capabilities. His leadership has been punctuated by a series of operational failures that have raised eyebrows, and questions about his ability to command respect and loyalty from within the ranks. Sources within the organization suggest that Mellon struggles to inspire confidence, particularly among seasoned members who have witnessed more effective campaigns in the past. Since assuming leadership, Mellon is alleged to have sanctioned 3 major operations, 1 in Dungiven and 2 in Tyrone, all of which resulted in failure. These operations, once seen as vital initiatives for the new IRA, have turned into points of contention among the ranks. One notable incident involved a failed mortar attack on a police vehicle in Strabane, which not only failed but was labeled an embarrassment by insiders. This incident highlighted the growing disconnect between Mellon's commands and the operational realities faced by the organization. As confidence in Mellon's leadership dwindles, reports indicate that his focus has shifted from achieving operational success to maintaining a public image. Critics within the new IRA assert that he appears more interested in participating in protests and public displays, such as the Easter parades in Dublin and Derry, than effectively leading the organization. A source remarked, "It's all about getting his face in the papers," emphasizing a growing sentiment that Mellon is failing to deliver on the responsibilities expected of him as a leader. The perception that Mellon is primarily focused on self-promotion rather than substantive action has led to increasing frustration among committed members of the new IRA. This has sparked discussions about the future direction of the organization, as many question whether they can rely on his leadership to achieve their goals in a tumultuous political climate. The atmosphere within the new IRA has become one of distrust and uncertainty regarding Mellon's capability to lead effectively. A significant turning point occurred when 4 members of the leadership reportedly voiced their lack of faith in him. Such internal dissent is particularly dangerous for any leader, as it undermines the unity and strength needed in a paramilitary organization, especially in a time when the group faces heightened scrutiny from law enforcement. Mellon's leadership has coincided with an increase in arrests among new IRA members. Many believe this uptick is directly tied to his inability to navigate the complexities of modern operational demands. As arrests pile up, confidence in Mellon's organizational skills diminishes, and sources indicate that many members now question whether he is truly equipped to lead the group through an era of increased scrutiny and law enforcement pressure. The growing sentiment within the organization is one of frustration. Members feel that Mellon's leadership has not only led to operational failures, but also has jeopardized the safety and security of those still actively involved in the struggle. Members express concern that under his command, the group is more vulnerable than ever, facing greater risks from law enforcement as they attempt to continue their activities. Mellon's legal troubles have further compounded his difficulties as a leader. Recently, He faced charges for breaching anti-terrorism legislation after crossing the border into the Republic of Ireland to purchase diesel at a garage that straddles both sides of the border. Specifically, the prosecution noted that he crossed the border without permission, which he is prohibited from doing under the anti-terrorism legislation. Mellon admitted to the breach in Derry Magistrates' Court and received a conditional discharge for a period of 12 months. This incident has sparked conversations about how the law treats individuals in the context of the ongoing conflict. Many within the Republican community view Mellon's legal issues as a reflection of the broader societal struggles faced by individuals living in areas heavily affected by policing and military presence. The complexities of cross-border activities in a post-Brexit landscape have made it even more challenging for those engaged in dissident activities to navigate legal boundaries, raising questions about fairness and the ongoing impact of conflict on daily life. As public attention grows, there are fears that Mellon's legal challenges will further tarnish the reputation of the new IRA and fuel negative perceptions of the organization among both the public and potential recruits. This situation adds pressure on Mellon to not only prove his leadership capabilities, but also to manage the organization's image amidst increasing scrutiny. As Mellon grapples with his leadership position, the implications for young people in Derry remain critical. Many youths in the region face significant challenges, including high unemployment rates, educational disparities, and a lack of opportunity. These conditions make them particularly vulnerable to recruitment by armed organizations like the new IRA, perpetuating a cycle of violence and despair. The impact of these challenges is evident in the number of young people who have become disillusioned with traditional political processes and are drawn toward more radical solutions. Many see the new IRA as a way to express their frustrations and seek change, despite the risks involved. However, the organization's recent failures may serve as a cautionary tale for these young individuals, highlighting the potential futility of armed struggle in the face of changing political dynamics. There is a growing recognition among some factions within the Republican movement that addressing the underlying socio-economic issues facing young people is essential to breaking this cycle. Critics argue that instead of demonizing youth involved in dissident activities, society must engage in meaningful conversations about their future and the potential for positive change. This sentiment echoes the call for a renewed focus on community engagement and addressing the root causes of unrest in order to foster a more peaceful society. Thomas Mellon's story is emblematic of the ongoing struggles within the new IRA and the broader challenges faced by the Republican movement. His leadership, marked by operational failures, legal troubles, and internal dissent, raises critical questions about the future of dissident Republicanism. As the younger generation grapples with socio-economic challenges, the choices made by Mellon and his contemporaries will profoundly impact the community's future. The hope remains that through dialogue and positive engagement, a more peaceful and prosperous future can be realized for all, moving away from the shadows of the past. If the new IRA can navigate these turbulent waters effectively, there may still be a chance for the organization to redefine its role in a rapidly changing society, creating a legacy that aligns with the aspirations of both its members and the broader community. If you found this video insightful, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe for more true crime content, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay safe.